I'm Griffin with Big&J. I'm a nutritionist with them, and I help with explaining why our feeds work the way they do, and also working some new product development, and just kind of whatever those guys need. I'm there to be a sounding board and do my part with the company. Down here in South Texas, the last few days, got invited out to the ranch down here, deer camp, and had some pretty interesting weather. Been great while we've here, but it's frozen and things are kind of brown, and they've been a little dry too, I believe, and just a great opportunity to see deer come into feed, and hopefully we get our chance at a mature buck, and you know, prove that the feed works the way we say it does.
Well, it's kind of day number 1.5 for me. I've been in Texas for a day now, and we're sitting here in a stand we call it Big Draw, and just wind kind of canceled our plans for what we were thinking all day, and so we had to improvise, and this is where we lucked out for the evening, and hopefully it's a lucky evening. I think Josh here can tell us that this is a stand you'll either love or it'll break your heart, and hopefully we're going to love it this evening. So.
Hadn't been dropped off very long, and deer started showing up. Small bucks. We just sat there and watched and kept hoping that they were maybe going to draw something else in. I think all in total yesterday we probably saw 7 to 8 different bucks. Only the one shooter came in, but I tell you what, we watched him for a long time. He came in from a complete different direction. And we watched him come in for probably 5 minutes coming into the feeder. Was hoping he was going to get a whiff of the Big&J, the BB squared we'd put out right before we got set in the stand there, and sure enough, he kind of read the script, come in and picked at the corn a little bit that had gone off, and just kind of made a beeline straight towards that pile of BB squared, and well, you guys can see that's where things got interesting.
Oh, there we go. There you go. You good? Oh, right over top.
Let's be honest. When I shot over his back, it's not the first deer I've ever missed, but it's one of those situations where obviously I'm not on camera very much, and I'm sitting there going, man, this is going to be my introduction to the world, and what are they going to think? And you know, and main thing was when Chase, we went back and looked at it, and the fact that it was a clean miss, there was a relief there. I mean, that's the number one thing. Okay, we didn't wound an animal and wind up creating a problem off of that, or because we always want to be ethical in how we do that. But the other thing, I'm sitting here going, what did I do wrong? Did I pick my head up? I mean, you just go through the laundry list of things and go, all right, how did I mess this up? How do I not mess this up again? And all of a sudden, you know, 10, 15 minutes later, they start funneling back into us, and little bucks come first, and all of a sudden we look up, and there he is standing to the left, coming right back out to the pile of BB squared, and he gave us a chance at redemption, and we didn't let that one get by us this time.
Hey, now we need the interview. That's the best Big&J advertisement there ever was. Well, I can't believe it. Things like that just don't ever really happen. but it's a testament to, number one, these deer needing some feed because of the time of year it is coming out of the rut, and I'll say the drawing power of the Big&J products. My deer showed back up, gave us another chance, and we cashed in on it. The only thing left to do is go down there and pick him up and celebrate a little later this evening. Nice mature 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 point. We're gonna call him the redemption buck after the way things went earlier, but he definitely gave us another chance. Didn't go very far, but as you guys can maybe see, it's a little tough tracking out here, but by God, we found him, and I am plumb tickled with him. I guess in final thoughts on the feed side of this, or the feed side of management, the environment, the natural environment does do a phenomenal job, a great job of providing these animals what they need, but there are always holes to fill. And I'm not saying that you need to go buy a pallet and just pour feed upon feed upon feed out to these animals. What I'm saying is I'm thinking of this more of a supplemental approach to fill the holes in their nutritional plan, basically to give them the best opportunity to be the best animal they can be to their genetic potential. And really what we're doing is filling holes, meeting those needs, filling that gap in protein, getting it up to what they need to be, giving that animal enough energy, and then again filling those gaps with the mineral nutrition just to have a healthier herd.